Hola, minasan! Welcome back for another round of tabletop gaming. How y'all doing today? I hope y'all enjoyed that unboxing last time with Modern Horizons 3 because today we're gonna do an unboxing of two pre-release, not one, but two pre-release boxes of Dominaria United. I lucked into these, and we're gonna see what's inside all these little boxes and what kind of cards I'm going to be getting for my Magic Commander decks. I got a whole bunch now. I got a whole bunch of decks, and boy, it's very exciting. A whole bunch of decks built up and everything, and really enjoy upgrading all of them with those Modern Horizon 3 cards. And getting some crazy ideas and everything. But now we're going to try and see what Dominaria United is going to provide. Not very cheap. Not very cheap, I can tell you that much, but I lucked into it. So, without further ado, let's get unpacking. Or unboxing. How's that one? Alright. So, let's take a look at this. Look at this. I'm not sure what makes them united. Um, I guess there's something to the lore. Who knows? Who knows? You know, maybe one day. One day we'll figure it all out. Here we go. Set that box right there. Oh. Here we go. Alright. So, let's see here. There we are. Okay, just like a typical pre-release box, we got these tokens on the side. This shiny looking token here on the front. Still don't know what these tokens are. It's very weird. Here we go. Here's the box. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I guess it looks like soul rings or something. What about on the back here? I'm not familiar with these two characters. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. What about the internal here? It's just all black, huh? These are fun. These are some weird looking tokens. They're not even +1/+1 counters. Let's pop these out and take a look here. Here we go. There we are. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to be. That's a If that's really nothing, then it's really just a waste of token space because this could have been +1/+1 counters here and other type of counters. I really love the counters in recent boxes that they've been coming out with. Not just +1/+1s, but for things like vigilance or flying. Whenever a creature gains something, you put the token on it, just like that. Here we go. So let's save these. Maybe they might be useful. Maybe good for creature tokens or something. Who knows? There we go. And pop these out. It's too bad that there was nothing under here, because usually there'd be like a picture, some kind of picture of something, like in Birdos of Call of Manor and Outlaws of Thunder Junction. They've had stuff in there, which is pretty interesting. Pretty fun. There we go. Let's set that up there. Here we go. So let's see what's inside this box here. So we got the life die, another one. This one is a little bit solid. It's red here, pretty red. Interesting. And what we got here, usual, nicely designed box as always. As always. Let's see here. Okay, that's for Magic Arena. I'll put that to the side there. That doesn't need to be shown. We got Teferi, Joda, Karn, Denitha, Capuchin. Oh, she's related to. Is she related to Gerard? Jaya, a Johnny Goldmane. Why is Goldmane trademarked? Huh. That's weird. And then this explains how to do building a pre-release deck. You know what? Let's read this. The way you structure your deck can increase your chances of having the right cards at the right time. Most successful pre-release decks are 2 colors and have exactly 40 cards. You get 15 to 18 creatures, 5 to 8 other spells. Try varying your mana cost and 17 lands. Interesting. Okay, so you gotta, so like draft, you gotta like fill in the blanks. Gotcha. Here's another one of these. I still don't get this. I still don't get some of this stuff here. All right, what's this promo that comes with this? King Darian, the 58th. XL. I'm not good with my 48th. 48th. No. He's King Darian. So, he's green and white. He's a one green and white. Legendary creature, human soldier. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. For 3 mana, a green and a white. Put a +1/+1 counter on King Darian and create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Sacrifice King Darian. Creature tokens you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Oh, this is not bad. Yeah, my currently I'm using Selvala for this new green and white deck that I'm working on. She's the only well, she's a green white commander because the green white deck. The card that I'm really looking for is Reese the Redeemed, but I've been looking at other green and white legendary creatures like Kudo, and because Selvala is not really doing much. This he might be a good one for me to go with. He might be the best one for me to go with. I mean, he may be expensive to activate, 3 mana, green and a white, but getting a +1/+1 counter and a soldier creature token might benefit my my new green and white deck. It's just that it's not going to fit the overall theme. That's why I want Reese in terms of the thematics for it. But if I have to go with an alternative rather than Kudo, this might be the one I'll go with. So I might crack open. This thing's already bent. There's no air coming through here. Ugh. But this is not a bad. This is actually a pretty good card. It's actually a pretty good commander. I'll have to consider that. I'll consider that. He's very fast to come out, but very expensive to use the ability. But what's good is that it's an activated ability, and I can use it as many times as I want. So if I have 10 mana, then I could drop 2. All right. So interesting. These are draft boosters. Oh, that's annoying. These are pre-release packs. No wonder. Okay, now it makes sense why these instructions are here. These are really these are draft boosters. So I don't think I'm going to be getting much out of this. Because draft boosters tend to duplicate a lot. So let's have fun. Who knows? Who knows what might happen here? Artillery Blast. 1 mana and a white. Instant. Domain. Artillery Blast deals X damage to target tapped creature, where X is 1 plus the number of basic land types among lands you control. Llanowar Stalker. Hey, it's a 1 mana card. Elf Warrior. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, Llanowar Stalker gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and it's any creature. So that's actually pretty good because he creates a creature, and that enters the battlefield. That's a cool. That's not a bad ETB for a 1 mana. Here's another 1 mana. Bone Splinters. 1 black sorcery. As an additional cost, this spell sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. Interesting. Negate. 1 mana and a blue instant. Counter target non-creature spell. All right. Heroic Charge. 2 mana and 2 white. Instant. Kicker. 1 mana and a red. You may pay an additional 1 mana and a red as you cast a spell. Creatures you control get +2/+1 until end of turn. If this spell was kicked, those creatures also gain trample until end of turn. I'm surprised that's under red. I would have thought haste would have been it. Oh well. Colossal Growth, 1 mana and a green, instant, kicker, 1 red. You may pay an additional red as you cast a spell. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. If this spell was kicked, instead that creature gets +4/+4 and has trample and haste until end of turn. Oh, that's funny. and it's way cheaper than Heroic Charge. And it gives you even more power, more boost. It's +3/+3, and you can get a +4/+4. Yeah, heroic. I mean, I know it's under white, but wow, that's some weak sauce stuff there compared to Colossal Growth. And it's only 1 mana and a green to cast. Argivian Cavalier, 2 mana and a white. Orc Knight. And list, as this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature you control without summoning sickness. When you do, add its power to this creature's until end of turn. Huh. When Cavalier enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token 2/2. I was trying to thought process that and list. Scout the Wilderness, 2 mana and a green. Sorcery, kicker, 1 mana and a white. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that into onto the battlefield. Tapped and shuffle. If the spell was kicked, create 2/1 white soldier creature token. So there's a lot of soldier creature generators in here. There we go. Elfheim Worm, 4 mana and a green. Worm, Vigilance Trample, 5/4 creature. Captain's Call, 3 mana and a white. Sorcery, create 3/1/1 white soldier creature tokens. Sprouting Goblin, 1 mana and a red creature. Goblin Druid, kicker green. When Sprouting Goblin enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, search your library for a land card with a basic land type. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. 1 red, tap, sacrifice a land, draw a card. 2/2 creature. Prayer of Binding, 3 mana and a white. Enchantment, flash. When Binding enters the battlefield, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent opponent controls until Binding leaves the battlefield. You gain 2 life. I'm not a big fan of these type of enchantments where they exile temporarily until the enchantment is gone. I'm sure there's a deck that does that, but it just feels a little weird to me, honestly, to do something like that. Garner, Blood Fist of Keld, 1 mana, black and 2 red. Legendary creature, Human Berserker. Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, Garner of Keld deals 1 damage to each opponent. 4 mana, it's a 4/3 creature. That's a very weird cost, quite honestly. I find that to be very weird to cost. Very cool picture, though. This looks like one of those stained glass murals at a church. But this is not a bad thing. No, this is not bad because if I wanted to, I can use Tortured Existence, sacrifice a creature. It died, and since it wasn't attacking, I could deal 1 damage to each opponent. But if it was attacking, I can draw a card. That's actually good flexibility. Look at this here. I got a mythic rare here. Sphinx of Clear Skies, 3 mana and 2 blue. Creature Sphinx, flying, war 2. Domain. Whenever Sphinx deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. An opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put 1 pile into your hand and the other into your graveyard. Piles can be empty. My man, this is a 5/5 creature. This is a walking fact or fiction. This is a flying fact or fiction. This is actually awesome. And it deals combat damage to a player. I should be able to fit that in my Felix deck, actually. Let me see here. I keep forgetting Felix. Yeah, Felix is blue. If I wanted to, I could put this into my Felix deck, because every time I deal damage, I can reveal X cards and fact or fiction it. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Swamp Sapperling. Ooh, look at that Sapperling. Alright. And it could work, actually, because my Felix deck would be 3 cards, and I can make my opponent fact or fiction those 3 cards. That's actually pretty... I think I'm going to throw that in there into Felix. Alright, we got another Negate, another Heroic Charge, another Colossal Growth, Jaya's Fire Nado, 4 mana and red, sorcery. Fire Nado deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Scry 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card on the bottom of your library. Gibbering Barricade, 2 mana and a black. Nightmare Wall. Defender, for 2 mana and a black. Sacrifice a creature. You gain 1 life and draw a card. Oh. Okay. So 2/4 creature. Phyrexian Vivisector, 1 mana and a black. Creature, Phyrexian Human. Whenever a creature you control dies, scry 1. 2/2 monster. Ooh. Oh, this is from the is this from like the old texts, the old days? Look at what it says here. Before he was the father of machines, Yawgmoth was a twisted Thran physician, and his legacy of medical atrocities lives on in New Phyrexia. Oh, so this has something to do with New Phyrexia. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's interesting. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Destroy evil. 1 mana and a white instant. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. Elfheim Worm. Captain's Call. Coalition Knight. 3 mana and a white. Human Knight. Flying. Enlist. 2/2 creature. Okay. Line Breaker Baloth. 3 mana and 2 green beast. Enlist. Baloth can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. 4/5 creature. This one's a 2/2 creature. Yeah. 4/5 creature. I'll throw that into my beast deck. I'll most definitely throw that into my beast deck. Baird, Argivian Recruiter, red and white. Legendary creature, human soldier. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. If you control a creature with power greater than its base power. What's the its? 2/2 creature. Karplusan Forest. Land. Tap for colorless mana. Tap to add red and green. Forest deals 1 damage to you. Artifact. Inscribed Tablet, 1 mana. Artifact. 1 mana, tap, sacrifice tablet, reveal the top 5 cards of your land, put in your library. Put a land card from among them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If you didn't put a card into your hand this way, draw a card. Okay. No, that's okay. Ooh, that's a beautiful island card. That's cool. That's cool. And got a beast token here. Alright. So, very interesting cards here. But there's a lot of soldier boosting type of cards here. Very interesting. Very interesting. Shadow Prophecy, 2 mana and a black. Instant. Domain. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. Put up to 2 of them into your hand, and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 2 life. Talus Lookout, 2 mana and 2 blue. Human Pirate. Flying. When Talus Lookout dies, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand, the other into your graveyard. 3/2 creature. Charismatic Vanguard, 2 mana and a white. Dwarf Soldier, 4 mana and a white. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. 3/2 creature. Pretty expensive, but it does give all your creatures. Okay. Snare Spinner, 1 mana and a green. Spider, reach. Whenever Snare Spinner blocks a creature with flying, Snare Spinner gets +2/+0 until end of turn. 1/3 creature. Ooh, that's a creepy looking spider. Enthrall to the Pit, 3 mana and a red. Sorcery, Kicker, 2 mana and a black. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until end of turn. If this spell was kicked, sacrifice that creature at the beginning of the next end step. Wow. Okay, that's pretty nasty. That's a pretty nasty card, actually. Wow. If I was doing red and black, yeah, I would totally put that in there. I can't fit it into my Itali deck because it's mono red. Tattered Apparition, 3 mana and a black. Shade. Flying, 1 mana and a black. Tattered Apparition gets +1/+1 until end of turn. 2/2 creature. That's actually not bad for a creature, for a black creature. Yeah, you be able to boost up +1/+1s. you get those cobble coffers going, or or dark ritual, you could be able to, and you could be able to boost that up real quickly. And it starts off at 2/2. It's not too bad. Sacred Peaks, land, mountain, plains. Tap to add red or white. Sacred Peaks enters the battlefield. Tap. Bog Badger, 2 mana and a green. Badger, kicker, black. When Bog Badger enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. 3/3. Okay, creatures you control get 3/3. Get that that weird color combination. You can have white menacing creatures. Sunlit Marsh. I'm getting some good lands here. Some nice dual lands here. Sunlit Marsh, land, plain swamp. Tap to add white or black. Marsh enters the battlefield tapped. Cool. Phyrexian Espionage. 2 mana and a blue. Kicker, sorcery. Kicker, 1 mana and a black. Draw 2 cards. If the spell was kicked, each opponent discards a card. So kick really came back hard with Dominaria. Interesting. Inscribed Tablet. Love Song of Night and Day. 2 mana and a white. I got this card from another set. Read ahead. Choose a chapter and start with that many lore counters. Add 1 after you draw a step. Skip chapters don't trigger. Chapter sacrifice after 3. Chapter 1. You and target opponent each draw 2 cards. Create a chapter 2. Create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. Chapter 3. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Enchantment Saga. What? Oh, that's effed up, man. I ended up with 2 of these cards. Man, what a jip. I got cheated here, man. I ended up with 2 of the same cards. This should have been a different card. Boo. Boo, Magic. Joyra, Ageless Innovator. Damn, look at all those cannons. 1 blue and 1 red. Legendary creature, Human Artificer. Tap. Put 2 Ingenuity counters on Joyra. Then you may put an artifact card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield, where X is the number of Ingenuity counters on Joyra. Wow. 2/3 creature. That means that if you have 1 mana artifact cards, you can actually drop that for free easily. Great way to get something like a Sol Ring. Ornithopter, target artifact creature, token artifact creature. Thopter, flying. That's cool. And another mountain. Alright. Boo, give me 2 cards. 2 of the same cards in 1 pack. Bad packaging. Bad. I wish these were really play boosters, but it's alright. I'm getting some interesting cards along the way here. Alright, another Jaya's Fire NATO. Another Gibbering Barricade. Taibu Turtle, 3 mana and a blue. Turtle, for 2 mana and a blue. Scry 1. 2/5 creature. Argivian Phalanx, 5 mana and a white. Creature, Human Core Soldier. This spell costs 1 list to cast for each creature you control. Wow. Vigilance, 4/4 creature. It's just for each creature you control. It's not even a specific creature. That even includes the token creatures. That's actually pretty good. You get a 4/4 Vigilance. Oh man. That's why he's a soldier, because if you pile on the soldiers, he'll come in for 1. Gaia's Might, 1 green, instant, domain. Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each basic land type among lands you control. Alright. Floriferous Vine Wall, 1 mana and a green. Creature, Plant Wall. Cool, got another plant type. Defender, when Vine Wall enters the battlefield, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a land card from among them, put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. 0/2 creature. Sacred Peaks, got that. Bog Badger, got that. Crystal Grotto, land. When Grotto enters the battlefield, scry 1. Tap to add 1 colorless mana. 1 mana and a tap. Add 1 mana of any color. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Another Phyrexian Espionage. Cleaving Skyrider, 2 mana and a white. Human Warrior, Flash. Kicker, 2 mana and a red. Flying. When Skyrider enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of attacking creatures. 2/2 creature. Okay. It's a warrior type. And, oh, okay. And it's got a kicker red. If I want to put this in my Samurai Warriors deck. Alright. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Because my Samurai Warriors deck is red-white. Joda's Codex, 5 mana, artifact, domain, 5 mana and a tap. Draw a card. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each basic land type among land you control. So it's like the Tawashi Guide Bot. Only it's not modified. It's based on lands. Pretty good. That's actually really good. It's really good. Vohar, Vodalian Desecrator, blue and a black to cast. Legendary creature, Phyrexian Merfolk Wizard. Ooh, Phyrexian. Tap. Draw a card, then discard a card. If you discard an instant or sorcery card this way, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. 2 mana. Sacrifice Vohar. You may cast target instant or sorcery from your graveyard this turn. If that spell would be put into your graveyard, exile instead. Activate only as a sorcery. 1/2 creature. That's interesting. That's interesting. Ooh, we got Ligoif. Orberg Ligoif. 1 mana and a green creature. Ligoif. Kicker. Blue and or black. So you may pay an additional blue and or black as you cast this spell. How does this work here? As Orberg Ligoif enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards for each time it was kicked. Orberg Ligoif's power is equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, and its toughness is equal to that number plus 1. That's very classic there. The 1 plus asterisk. So if you have blue or 1 blue or 1 black, you could be able to pay in any combination to get that kicker, multiple kicker costs. Cool. Island, Phyrexian. Oh, that's interesting. The Phyrexian token. That's pretty horrifying. Dang. Dude must be in pain or something. Here's the next one. There we go. There we go. Alright. Next up. Deathbloom Gardener. 2 mana and a green. Creature, Elf Druid. Death Touch. Tap. Add 1 mana of any color. 1/1. What a mana dork. Ooh, wow. I scored a good mana dork here. I like it. I like it. Awesome. It comes with Death Touch on top of that. Coalition Warbrute. 3 mana and a red. Minotaur. Oh, and this is a 1/1 creature. Yeah. 3 mana and a red. Minotaur Berserker. Enlist. Trample. 3/4 creature. Very straightforward. Always good when you have a straightforward creature. Extinguish the Light. 2 mana and 2 black. Instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. If its mana value was 3 or less, you gain 3 life. Okay. Timely Interference. 1 blue. Instant. Kicker. 1 mana and a red. Target creature gets -1/-0 till end of turn. If this spell is kicked, that creature blocks this turn if able. Draw a card. Okay. Benelish Sleeper. 1 mana and a white. Creature. Phyrexian human. Soldier. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a shield attached to his arm there. Wow, that's freaky. Kicker, 1 black. When Benelish Sleeper enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, each player sacrifices a creature. 3/1. MagictheGathering Sentry. 3 mana and a green treefolk. Reach. 4/4 creature. Very straightforward. I like that. Tribute to Urborg. 1 mana and a black. Instant. Kicker. 1 mana and a blue. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. If the spell was kicked, that creature gets an additional -1/-1 until end of turn for each instant sorcery card in your graveyard. Haunted Mire. Swamp Forest. Land. Tap. To add black or green. Mire into the battlefield. Tap. Flowstone Kavu. 2 mana and a red. Kavu. Menace. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. 1 red. Kavu gets +1/-1 until end of turn. 2/3 creature. I'm getting a lot of different cards in this pack. This is pretty cool. I like that. Ooh, we got ourselves an equipment. Hero's Heirloom. 2 mana. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+1. As long as the equipped creature is legendary that has trample and haste. Equipped 2. This is actually pretty good. I might put this in my Samurai Warriors deck. if only because I can always attach this to, because there's no, it's just a 2 mana cost and it's a 2/1. So I can attach it. I can attach it to a regular creature and get 2/1. If I put it on my commander, I get the trample and haste as on top of that. I should have also some legendary samurai as well. Pretty good. That's actually a pretty good equipment card. Battlewing Mystic, 1 mana on a blue. Bird Wizard, kicker red. 1 red. Flying. When Mystic enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, discard your hand, then draw 2 cards. Logomos, Hand of Hatred, 1 mana black and a red. Legendary creature, human shaman. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 2/1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste. Sacrifice at the beginning of your next end step. Tap. Search your library for a card, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Activate only if 5 or more creatures died this turn. 1/3 creature. That's actually pretty tough. That's a pretty tough commander to play. You gotta have a good set of cards to work this out. Shadow Rite Priest, 1 mana and a black. Human Cleric. Other clerics you control get +1/+1. Not bad. 3 mana, 2 black. Tap. Sacrifice another cleric. Search your library for a black creature and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. 2/2. This is a 2/2 creature. Cult Conscript, 1 black. Skeleton Warrior. Cult Conscript enters the battlefield. Tap. 1 mana and a black. Return Conscript from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only if a non-skeleton creature died under your control this turn. Interesting. Alright, so it's like Raising the Dead. 2/1 creature. Here's a forest. Here's a soldier. Alright. This is a very fascinating set. There's a lot of kicker going on in these draft boosters. That's a heck of a lot. Let's see here. Molten Monstrosity. Wow. It is a monstrosity. Look at that. That's crazy. 7 mana and a red. Hellion. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Trample. 5/5 creature. Alright. Greatest power. So if I have like a 5 power creature, then it'll only cost me 3 mana to cast. That's cool. Got Extinguish the Light. Pixie Illusionist. Ooh, we got a fairy. 1 blue, Fairy Wizard, kicker, 3 mana and a green, flying. If Pixie Illusionist was kicked, enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Tap. Target land you control becomes the basic land type of your choice until end of turn. 1/1 creature. Alright. Clockwork Drawbridge, 1 white. Artifact creature, wall. Defender, 2 mana and white. Tap target creature. 0/3. It's not a bad cost. This is something I would want in my Samurai Warriors deck, though. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. Vine Shaper Prodigy, 1 mana and a green. Elf Druid, kicker, 1 mana and a blue. When Prodigy enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 of them into your hand, the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Hammer Hand, 1 red. Enchantment or enchant creature. When Hammer Hand enters the battlefield, target creature can't block this turn. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has haste. Okay. Well, that's not bad for 1 mana. Tangle Islet. Forest Island. Tap to add green or blue. And Islet enters the battlefield tapped. Molten Tributary. Island Mountain. Add 1 blue or 1 red. Tributary enters the battlefield tapped. I wonder how many of these I got now. I might end up having all 10. That'll be great if I have all 10. I have Tribute to Orberg already. Shore Up. Look at the size of that lobster. Give me some lobsters and crab creatures, man. Lobsters and crab creatures. 1 blue, instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof till end of turn. Untap it. It can't be the target of spells or abilities your opponents control. That's hexproof. Okay. Phoenix Chick, 1 red. My gosh, that thing looks like it's in pain. Creature Phoenix, flying haste. Chick can't be blocked. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may pay 2 red. If you do, return Chick from your graveyard to the battlefield, tapped and attacking with a +1/+1 counter on it. 1/1 creature. Alright. So it becomes a 2/2 right out of the graveyard. Balduvian Berserker, 2 mana and a red. Core Berserker and list. When Berserker dies, it deals damage equal to its power to any target. Okay. Urg. Spawn of Turg. 2 black and a green. Legendary creature Frog Beast. Spawn of Turg power is equal to the number of land cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. 1 mana black, sacrifice a land, you gain 2 life. Very manipulative. Ooh, we got a mythic rare here. Karn's Silex, 3 mana, legendary artifact. Silex enters the battlefield tapped. Players can't pay life to cast spells or to activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. For X mana, tap and sacrificing the Silex, destroy each non-land permanent with mana value X or less. Activate only as a sorcery. Ooh, the Venereal's Disc with X mana value. Okay. Swamp, Sand Warrior. Okay, not bad. Not bad. There's a lot of kicker cards in that box that I got out of this pack. Lots of kickers. I'm not a big fan of the kickers, but maybe something might come of good use to it. Who knows? Who knows? There we go. So let's crack open this one. Let's move these to the side with King Darian. King Darian might be a good substitute if I can't get Reester redeemed. Okay. There we are. Okay, so we got the same thing, all these tokens, these weird tokens. Let's pluck them out. Let's get the box out. You are in my way. You can sit there. Okay. First, let's pull this out. Okay. And now let's get these. Garbage. That was garbage. There we go. Now we're all set. I know this is a little what a weird pile stack I got going here. I hope you enjoy that stack, everybody. There we go. All right. Oh, this time I got a white life counter, life down counter. That's cool. Okay. And as usual, there's nothing under here. There we go. We'll set that to the side. Here we go. Alright, it's another arena stuff, another deck building thing, another deck building pack. Alright, is this. And who are you? The Quirion Beastcaller, 1 mana and a green, Dryad Warrior. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on Beastcaller. When a Beastcaller dies, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control, where X is the number of +1/+1 count. 2/2. I might be putting this into my Felix deck because it runs on +1/+1 counters. It's looking for those type of +1/+1 counters. I put in Branching Evolution and Hardened Scales to help with a boost, among a few other combinations. The fact that this creates +1/+1 counters and it can redistribute. I'm assuming that the distribution will also count towards branching evolution and hardened scales. That's going into Felix. That's cool. I got something to work with. All right. Let's see what the first pack yields. Colossal Growth. We already saw that one. Firenado. We saw that one. Barricade. Gibbering Barricade. Saw that one. Haunting Figment. 1 mana and a blue. Illusion. Vigilance. Figment can't be blocked as long as you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. 2/1 creature. Oh, okay. Another Argivian Phalanx. Another Gaia's Might. Smash to Dust. 1 mana and a red. Sorcery. Choose 1. Destroy target artifact. Destroy target creature with defender. Smash to Dust deals 1 damage to each creature your opponent's control. That affects all opponents. That's cool. Essence Scatter. 1 mana and a blue. Counter target creature spell. Instant. Very specific counter. Eerie Soul Tender. 2 mana and a black. Spirit Cleric. Soul Tender enters the battlefield. Mill 3 cards. To mill a card, put the top card of your library into your graveyard. I like that. I like that little flavor there. 4 mana and a black. Exile Eerie Soul Tender from your graveyard. Return another target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. 3/1 creature. Interesting. Automatic Librarian. 3 mana. Artifact creature construct. When Librarian enters the battlefield, scry 2. You look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them on the bottom of your library and the rest on top. In any order. 3/2 creature. Hero's Heirloom. Such an awesome equipment card. I'm definitely putting that in my Samurai Warriors. Join Forces. Hey, that's what's in this. That's what's on this box here. Here we go. This box. That's cool. Join Forces. We got that card. Huh? Cool. We got the card to that art. So, 2 mana and a white. Instant. Untap up to 2 target creatures. They each get +2/+2 until end of turn. Alright. Next up is Tura Kenarud Sky Knight. 2 mana, white and 2 blue. Human Knight. Flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. 3/3 creature. Hey, that's actually pretty good. I mean, instants and sorceries are very commonplace practice. Not bad. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? Academy Lore Master. 2 blue. Human Wizard. At the beginning of your of each player's draw step, that player may draw an additional card. I will not hug them. If they do, spells they cast this turn cost 2 more to cast. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If they wanna increase their cost for a free draw, okay. 2 mana. It's a 2/3 creature. Okay, that's pretty good. Forest. Yeah, arena stuff. All right. Okay. So far these special promo cards that I'm getting, the Beast Caller and King Darien, so far have been most excellent. Have been the most excellent so far. I haven't come across anything very interesting at all beyond those 2. Tolarian Terror. 6 mana and a blue. Serpent. This spell costs 1 mana less to cast for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Ward 2. Whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 2 mana. 5/5 creature. Alright. And that's in the graveyard. Okay. Got another Benelish Sleeper. Got another Fine Wall. Maria's Outrider. 4 mana and a red. Elf Archer. Reach. Domain. When Outrider enters the battlefield, it deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of basic land types among lands you control. 4/4 creature. Okay. Too expensive for something like that. I don't know. Toxic Abomination. 1 mana and a black. Phyrexian Zombie. Huh. It really does look like an abomination. When the abomination enters the battlefield, you lose 2 life. 3/2 creature. Okay. Contaminated Aquifer. I'm going to need to count how many of these lands I got. It looks like I got all the combinations. That'll be pretty cool. Contaminated Aquifer. Land. Island swap. Tap to add blue or black. Aquifer enters the battlefield tapped. Alright. Lightning Strike. 1 mana and a red. Instant. Lightning Strike deals 3 damage to any target. Okay. Phyrexian Rager. Hey. Oh, snap. I think I think I got the original, or at least I saw the original. Do I have the original? I don't know. Is that the one with the... Hold on. Let me see something here. Is that the one that was choking the character? Let's see. Phyrexian Rager. Here's Phyrexian Rager. The all prints. Yeah. Okay. I think I have that. The Phyrexian Rager. Here, let me just give you all a quick look at. Let's see here. Go to the go right over here. There we go. Yeah, this one. This one. I think I have that. Yeah. I have this. So they reprinted the Phyrexian Rager. Oh. So it says here when Phyrexian Rager comes into play, you draw a card and lose one life. Here it says when the Phyrexian Rager enters the battlefield, you draw a card and you lose one life. It's a Phyrexian horror officially now. 2/2 creature. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, that's cool. Me like. Smash to Dust. I got another one of these. Another Phoenix Chick. Fires of Victory. 1 mana in a red. Instant. Kicker. 2 mana in a blue. If this spell was kicked, draw a card. Fires of Victory deals damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to the number of cards in your hand. Ooh. Okay. Tatiova, Steward of Tides, 2 green and a blue, legendary creature, Merfolk Druid. Land creatures you control have flying. Ow. Living lands. Bring out the living lands. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands, up to 1 target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land. Wow. So she can create living lands, and you get and if you play living lands, oh wow, 3/3 creature. That's a pretty cool commander. If you want to do a land deck. Oh man. Yeah. Llanowar Green Widow, 2 mana and a green. Spider, Reach, Trample, Domain, 7 mana and a green. Return Green Widow from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. It gains. If this permanent would leave the battlefield, exile instead of putting it anywhere else. This ability costs 1 mana less to activate for each basic land type among lands you control. 4/3 creature. Look at the size of that thing. That's crazy. Got another Toxic Abomination, foil 1. Island and Night. So that means that I got 2 Toxic Abominations in this pack. Boo! That's the second pack that did that to me. Gave me two copies of the same card. I don't want 2 copies of the same card. Boo! Let's see here. Count life, enter tournaments, and more. I got another Gaia's Might. Keldon Strike Team. 2 mana in a red. Human Warrior, Kicker, 1 mana in a white. When Strike Team enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. As long as Strike Team enter the battlefield this turn, creatures you control have haste. 3/1 creature. Not too bad. Not too bad. Splatter Goblin. Splatter Goblin. 1 mana in the black Phyrexian Goblin. When Goblin dies, target creature an opponent controls gets -1/-1 until end of turn. 2/1 creature. That's pretty funny. My man's like, he's like really enjoying the fall. Academy Wall. 2 mana in a blue. Wall Defender. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may draw a card. If you do discard a card, this ability triggers only once each turn. 0/5 creature. Stall for Time. 2 mana in a white. Instant. Kicker. 1 mana in a blue. Tap up to 2 target creatures. If this spell is kicked, put a stun counter on each of those creatures. If a permanent with a stun counter would become untapped, remove 1 from it instead. Draw a card. It's one of those things I've been noticing. So you put a stun counter on it, but instead of untapping it, you got to remove the stun counter before you get a chance to untap it. That's very interesting. Hexbane Tortoise, 2 mana in a green. Turtle. Ooh, turtles. Turtle. Turtle. Ward 2. Endless. 3/2 creature. Interesting. May tap a non-tapping creature you control that. Summoning Sickness. Hexbane Tortoise. Another Phyrexian Rager. Destroy evil. 1 mana and a white. Instant. Choose 1. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. Destroy target enchantment. That's not too bad actually, because you could destroy. Especially if people play, especially if in pods you're up against commanders that are that have toughness 4 or greater. It's a great way to eliminate them, and good enchantment killer too. Another Phyrexian Espionage. Another Contaminated Aquiver. Urtai Scorn. 1 mana, 2 blue. Instant. This spell costs 1 blue less to cast. If an opponent casts 2 or more spells this turn, counter target spell. I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. That now it makes sense. Territorial Marrow. Is this an updated Marrow? 4 mana and a green. Elemental Domain. Marrow's power and toughness are each equal to twice the number of basic land types among lands you control. Asterisk, asterisk. That's its power. That's pretty cool. Strength of the Coalition. 1 green. Instant. Kicker. 2 mana and a white. I wonder if I could be able to play this. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If this spell is kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you go. Yes, I think I might be able to put that into my new green and white deck. I think I'm gonna do that to be able to put +1/+1 counters. All of them. Yeah. Soul of Windgrace. 1 mana, black, red, and green. Legendary creature, cat avatar. When Soul of Windgrace enters the battlefield or attacks, you may put a land card from your graveyard onto the battlefield tapped under your control. Green, discard land card, you gain 3 life. 1 mana and a red, discard land card, draw a card. 2 mana and a black, discard land card. Soul of Windgrace that gains indestructible until end of turn, tap it. 5/4 creature. Cool. If you want to make a land deck, that's pretty cool. I have no interest in making land decks. Let's see. Here's the next one. Impulse. Ooh, there's a classic. There's an update of the old Impulse card. 1 mana and a blue. Instant. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 1 of them into your hand. The rest in the bottom of your library in any order. Love this. Love Impulse. Take up the shield. 1 mana and a white. Instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Gains lifelink indestructible until end of turn. Damage and effects that say destroy. Don't destroy it. Broken Wings. 2 mana and a green. Instant. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Oh, and it's an instant. Oh, that's not too shabby. You get an artifact, an enchantment, or a creature with flying. Okay. Okay. That's not too bad. It's only 3 mana. Just 1 mana. Just that 1 extra mana of naturalize, and you get to get the choice of a creature. Okay, I like that. Furious Bellow, 1 mana and a red. Instant. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Scry 1. Shadow Prophecy. I got another one. Flowstone Infusion. 1 red. Instant. Target creature gets +2/-2 until end of turn. Ooh, that's gruesome. With the mask there. Huh. Meteorite. 5 mana. Artifact. When Meteorite enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Ha! Add 1 mana of any color. What a mana rock. Nice. Oh, that's a cool rock, man. And add 1 mana of any color, and you get to damage any target. Any target. I love it. And it's a freaking common. I guess because of the 5 mana, but still, man. 5 mana is easy to come by. Idyllic Beachfront. Land. Plains Island. Tap for a white and blue. Beachfront into the battlefield tapped. Talarian Geyser. 2 mana and a blue. Sorcery. Kicker white. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. If this spell was kicked, you gain 3 life. Very simple. Okay, it's a bounce card. It's a bounce card. It'll cost you 4 mana if you want the extra kick. Gotcha. We got ourselves an enchantment saga. Braid's Frightful Return. 2 mana and a black. Read ahead. Choose a chapter and start with that many lore counters. Add 1 after your draw step. Skip chapters don't trigger. Sacrifice after 3. Oh, okay. So So I can always start at any chapter I want. That's what read ahead means. Okay, that's interesting. You may sacrifice a creature if you do. Each opponent discards a card. That's chapter 1. Chapter 2, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Chapter 3, target opponent may sacrifice a non-land, non-token permanent. They don't. They lose 2 life and you draw a card. Alright. Choking my asthma. Yes, my asthma is choking. 1 mana, 2 black, sorcery, kicker, green. If this spell was kicked, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. I got that'll be great for. This might be something I'll put in Felix, my Felix deck. Because yeah, 4 mana for the kick. Problem is that all creatures get -2/-2. That might not be helpful. Tori Divinant, Fury Rider, 1 mana, 2 red and a white. Legendary creature, Human Knight. Vigilance, Trample. When Tori attacks, all other attacking creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Other red attacking creatures you control gain Trample until end of turn. Untap each other white attacking creature you control. 3/3 creature. I wonder if this would be good for my Samurai Warriors. I'm not sure. Well, it's a knight. I wish it was a warrior. That would have been cool. Vodalian Mudslinger. Wow, what a creature. The mer person right there. Was that the mermaid? The merman? Whoever it is. 1 mana, 2 blue. Merfolk Wizard. Kicker. 1 mana, 1 mana in the red and or 1 mana in the green. Mindslinger enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it for each time it was kicked. When Mudslinger enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature with power less than Mudsinger's. Oh, I'm saying Mudslinger. It's Mudsinger. With power less than Mudsinger's power for as long as you control the Mudsinger. It's a 2/2 creature. Gotcha. Okay, I got it. Ooh. What a land here. It's foil and alternate. Carplucin Forest land. Tap for 1 colorless. Tap to add red and green. Forest deals 1 damage to you. Okay. That's a pretty fancy thing there. Mountain Soldier. Okay. Let's see here. Viashino Branch Rider, 1 red. Creature, Viashino Warrior. I don't like that they're being called lizards. I like that they were called Viashino. Especially since they're not doing the same with the, I don't know, with some of the others. Viashino sounds so awesome. Sounds way more awesome. And it could have been treated as a fantasy creature type instead of lizard. You know what I'm saying? Like a fantasy creature known as Viashinos. They could have been done. There was no need to remove that. Kicker, 2 mana in the green. Haste. If Branch Rider was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. 2 mana in the red. Branch Rider gets +2/+0 until end of turn. 1/1 creature. It's this freaking Tarzan. It's taking cue from the Tarzan Disney film. That's why it's on a freaking surfboard. Battle Rage Blessing, 1 mana in a black. Instant. Target creature gains Death Touch and Indestructible until end of turn. Volsheet Tight Turner, 1 mana in a blue. Merfolk Wizard. Tap. Add blue. Spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell or a kicked spell. 1/3 creature. Okay. Smite Herbalist, 1 mana in a white. Human Cleric. Whenever Herbalist becomes tapped, you gain 1 life and scry 1. A 2/1 creature. Gain 1 life? I don't know if I could fit. Probably not. I was thinking about my vampire deck, but maybe not. Bite Down. Ooh, that is gruesome. Or maybe not. That looks Phyrexian. 1 mana in a green. Instant. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Gidu Amplifier. I've been getting a lot of new cards out of this pack. That's pretty cool. No copies. Gidu Amplifier. 1 mana in a red. Human Wizard. Kicker. 2 mana in a blue. When Amplifier enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, return target creature an opponent controls to its owner's hand. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Gita Amplifier gets +1/+0 until end of turn. 1/2 creature. Eerie Soul Tender. Did I cover this one? I probably did. Well, let me just do it out of insurance. Eerie Soul Tender, 2 mana and a black. Spirit Cleric. Whenever Soul Tender enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. 4 mana and a black. Exile Soul Tender from your graveyard. Return another target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. 3/1 creature. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Thrill of Possibility. 1 mana and a red. Instant as an additional cost to cast a spell. Discard a card. Then draw 2 cards. Alright. The Underworld Cookbook. The most delicious ingredients are often the most dangerous to obtain. Hey, there's the unpronounceable name here. Asmaranomar. Let me see here. Asmaranomar Decades Istana Kuldakar. The Underworld Cookbook. Excuse me. Another Automatic Librarian. I already have that one. I got another Flowstone Infusion. Walking Bulwark, 1 mana. Artifact creature Golem. Defender, 2 mana until end of turn. Target creature with Defender gains haste. Can attack as though it didn't have Defender. And assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Activate only as a sorcery. 0/3. Okay, so if you want to do a Defender deck, this would be a helpful card. Heirloom Battle Hymn, 2 mana and a red. Instant, kicker white. Battle Hymn deals 4 damage to target creature. A Planeswalker, if the spell was kicked, you gain 4 life. I might oh no, again, I can't put it in my Itali deck because it's got the white identity. Baird, Argivian Recruiter, red-white. Human Soldier, at the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with base power greater than its base power, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token 2/2. Didn't I get this card? Let me see something here. Let me see here. Is this another copy? I got another one of these here. Baird. Baird or Beard? Beard. Bird. Let's see here. That's Vohar. This might be a new creature. He's not a duplicate, huh? Could have sworn. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's an alternate art Baird. Argivian Recruiter. Alright. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. I would have preferred something different. That's nice. Archangel of Wrath, 2 mana and 2 white. Creature Angel, kicker, 1 black and or 1 red. Flying, lifelink. When Wrath enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, it deals 2 damage to any target. When Wrath enters the battlefield, if it was kicked twice, it deals 2 damage to any target. 3/4 creature. And here's a forest. Another arena card. Last pack. Will I get something really awesome? Or will I get something really crappy? Who knows? Alright. I already have Enthrall to the Pit. I have Tattered Apparition. I have Tidepool Turtle. Do I have Artillery Blast? Probably not. Artillery Blast, 1 mana on a white instant domain. Artillery Blast deals X damage to target tapped creature, where X is 1 plus the number of basic land types among lands you control. Cool. Got another Lawnmower Stalker. Yep. Yavimaya Steel Crusher, 1 mana and a red. 8 warrior and list. Tap 1, sacrifice Steel Crusher, destroy target artifact. 2/2 creature. Cool. Salvage Mana Worker, 2 mana, artifact creature construct. Tap 1, add 1 mana of any color, activate only once each turn, a 1/3 creature. Soaring Drake, 2 mana and a blue, Drake flying. It's a 2/3 creature. Radiant Grove, Forest Plains, tap to add 1 green or white. Grove enters the battlefield tapped. Sunbathing Rootwalla. 1 mana in the green. Blizzard domain. 3 mana in the green until end of turn. Sunbathing Rootwalla gets +1/+1 for each basic land type among lands you control. Activate only once each turn. 2/2 creature. The Rootwallas. Combat Research. 1 blue. Aura. Enchantment Aura. Enchanted creature gets has. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. As long as enchanted creature is legendary, it gets +1/+1 and has ward 1. Whenever enchanted creature becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, counter it unless that player pays 1 mana. This is actually not too bad. I mean, I might be able to fit in my Felix deck. I don't know if I want to keep on doing the draw card things. Got another Linebreaker Baloth. Pretty cool. This is a pretty cool card. I'm gonna make sure that's in my deck. Balmor, Battle Mage Captain, 1 blue and 1 and a red. A blue and a red. Legendary creature, Bird Wizard, flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain trample until end of turn. 1/3 creature. Ooh, hello there. We got ourselves a mythic rare. A Johnny Sleeper Agent. 1 mana, a green. Hybrid green white and 1 white. 1 hybrid green white and a white. Legendary Planeswalker, a Johnny, completed. Hybrid green and white can be paid with green, white, or 2 life. If life was paid, this Planeswalker enters with 2 fewer lower loyalty counters. +1 loyalty, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature or Planeswalker card, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it on the bottom of your library. -2 loyalty, distribute 3 +1/+1 counters among up to 3 target creatures. They gain vigilance until end of turn. Wow. -6, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a creature or Planeswalker spell, target opponent gets 2 poison counters. Oh, that's scary. 4 loyalty. Oh, that's scary. Actually, this is pretty cool. I got a pretty cool card here. Nice, nice. Johnny Sleeper Agent. All right, so that's all the packs. There we go. That was the unpacking. Let me round up all these lands here that I got. I am very curious how many of these dual lands I got. I doubt I got all 10, but that would be pretty awesome if I ended up getting all 10. Let's see here. Basic land. Yeah, when it comes to land, I tend to hit it out of the park with these pre-releases. Getting these dual lands. All these very, very important lands here. Here we go. You know, some very interesting legendaries in here for Commander. Let's see here, but none as more interesting as King Darien. He's only 3 mana, one mana, a green and a white. I might put him into my green white deck if I can't find Reese. If Reese truly does become too difficult and too expensive to get, then I got myself a good alternative because I can create token creatures, which would help me out immensely with that type of deck that I'm building. Because Savala, because I'm using Savala, the Eager Trailblazer. The problem with Eager Trailblazer Savala is that it costs her 4 mana. So by the time I bring her out, the deck's already in a slow state, and I'm stuck top decking. You'll see when I do deck analysis of it in the future. But right now, we gotta see how many of these I got going here, because this might help me out with my spirit deck, because my spirit deck is gonna be multicolored. It's gonna be rainbow, all five colors, and the spirits are going to be involved very heavily. It's gonna be pretty tribal based spirits. Let's see here. I'm still mad that these two cards came out back to back like that. They shouldn't have been packed in together. That really irks me. That has my grits. Grits. There we go. Oh, okay. So it's another Coqui-san Freelance, but an alternate art one. Gotcha. Let's see here. Garna, Blood Fist of Keld. What a name. What an ability, too. Effect. Let's see. I think that's all of it. Alright. Okay, let's see here. So, I got these ones here. Crystal Grotto, Coqui-san Forest. Alright. That's not important. What's important are these ones here? Sacred Peaks. Let's see here. We got Sacred Peaks. Sunlit Marsh. There's another Sun Peak. Sacred Peaks. Haunted Mire. Tangled Islet. Molten Tributary. Contaminated Aquifer is the copy. Idyllic Beachfront. And Radiant Grove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am short 2. Not bad. That's actually not bad. I got 8 of the 10 dual lands from Dominaria. Let's take a look here and find out what these 2 dual lands are. Let's see here. Land from Dominaria. DOM. Dominaria United. Let me bring you all into the screen here. Dominaria United. Let's pull this up. Here we go. Alright. So I have the Contaminated Aquifer. Let's make sure I put this all in order here. The Contaminated Aquifer. Alright, I'm missing the Geothermal Bog. Okay. Here's the Haunted Mire. The Idyllic Beachfront. Coqui-san Forest. Molten Tributary. Here is the Molten Tributary. I got the Radiant Grove right here. Sacred Peaks. Sunlit Marsh. And the Tangle is lit. Alright. So the Wooded Ridge line. So the 2 things I'm missing is the Wooded Ridge line and the Geothermal Bog. The green and red and red and green. I mean black and red and green and red and green. Not bad. That's not bad at all. That is not bad. I got 8 of those 10 dual lands. If I could get those 2, I'm gonna use them in my spirit deck because it's gonna be all 4 colors. So not bad. That was actually pretty good in that regard. I like these 2. I'm gonna take them out of their packets and I'm gonna put them into my decks. This one's gonna go into Felix. This one's going to go into my green and white deck. Going to replace Zavala as the commander. And this one is going to go into my Felix deck because it generates +1/+1 counters and distributes them, which is the whole point of that deck of Felix. Let's see here. So let me move these lands to the side here. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see what else I could use. Let's see here. I'm going to put that over on this side here, the ones I'm going to use. So let's see here. Is there anything I can use here to my advantage? There's too many kickers, so it kind of hurts some of my decks because the kicker costs are opposite. I'm not sure if Clockwork Drawbridge would be worth the trouble. I mean, it's an artifact creature, wall, but it does tap target creature. I don't know if it'll be useful in my Samurai Warriors deck. That's something I might have to consider. There we go. I might consider that, so I'll put that to the side. Bloopers! Oh my gosh! What kind of live stream is this? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The show's ruined! The show's ruined! Welcome to the show, everybody. Let's see here. Let's see. This one is blue with green. So it won't fit Alayla because Alayla is blue, white, and black. And this color identity is blue and green, which really stinks because I like because I would like to play green and blue. I would like to play with the green fairies that I got. Extinguish Hope, Extinguish the Light. I don't know about that. Hellions, I've not seen that. I'm not doing clerics. I don't know if this is something that I would want to build a commander out of. I haven't considered black and red. They're my weakest colors, black and red. Battlewing Mystic. This is definitely going into my Samurai Warriors deck. Hero's Heirloom. I like it. It's a 2/1 for 2 mana. Very easy. Very easy to drop. Orborg. Sentry. Not bad. The Sleeper. Not really. Timely Kicker. Coalition Berserker. Somebody's gonna... One of my decks is gonna get this Mana Dork. That's for sure. Phyrexian. The Uberg Ligoff. This one is very interesting. Full Heart Vodalian Desecrator. It's a very interesting card. Not sure if there's anything I could do with that. Joda's Codex. Todashi's, I don't know. For each basic land type among lands control. This might be helpful in one of my rainbow decks. Skyrider is a warrior type, and it's got the red and blue identity for my Samurai Warriors deck. I might consider it. I'll put that there for now. Espionage, Bog Badger, Fine Wall. Gaia's Might. No. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature you control. I don't know. I don't see the fit anywhere. Fire NATO. Got an Artificer, but she's red and blue and red. Inscribed Tablet. I might put this into my green and white deck. The fact that I can be able to look at the top 5 cards, saying I can brainstorm it. Bog Badger, Phyrexian Espionage. No, this Tattered Apparition. I don't know where I can fit that in. Not that one. This one is interesting. Creatures you control get +1/+1, but it's too expensive to cast. I might not bother with it. I'll put that to the side. Talot's Lookout. Shadow Prophecy. Nah. Got another inscribed tablet there. Baird. I wish he was a warrior type. That would have been real awesome. I would have definitely thrown him into the Samurai Warriors deck. This is definitely going into my loot, the Key to Everything deck. All beast all the time. I like that because it's got menace. Let's see. Create 3/1/1 white soldier creature tokens. If I wanted to make a worm deck, and I got tons of worms, he's definitely going to go in there. Destroy Evil. Nah. I can't see that. Vivisector. Whenever a creature you control dies, scry 1. Nah. Barricade. Nah. Another Firenado. Growth. Heroic Charge. Instant. Nah, I didn't like the cost on that. Negate is too specific. Oh yeah, Sphinx of the Clear Sky. I actually like this one. This one's gonna go into my Felix deck. It's Factor Fiction, built-in Factor Fiction, 5/5 flying creature. That's gonna go into Felix. Garna, Bloodfist of Keld, Binding Prayer onto the battlefield. Exile up to 1 target creature. No, I don't like those enchantments. Another crate. Yeah, I got a lot of the same cards out of this thing. Orc Knight. Cavalier into the battlefield, create 1/1 white soldier creature token. Colossal Growth, Heroic Charge. Yeah, you could tell this was really designed for draft. Let's see, negate Bone Splinters, destroy target creature, sacrifice a creature. I don't know. This one may this one I probably might put. I'll see if I could fit it into my new green white deck, because being able to drop creature, it's an ETB, so any creature that enters the battlefield will give it +1/+1. That's a big deal, especially if I'm playing King Darien and I'm creating these 1/1 white soldiers. I also threw in Legionnaire's Landing, so that's vampire tokens I'm creating as well. So that'll help the Stalker get boosted up. That's so cool. I got Johnny Sleeper Agent. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see here. I already got the bailout to the side there. Combat Research, the Rootwalla, Soaring Drake. No. Steel Crusher. Oh, since I got these two Stalkers, I'll think about that. Put in another deck since I got 2 of these. Tattered Apparition, Archangel of Wrath, another Bear, Glowstone Infusion. Let's see, Thrill of Possibilities. Who else would be helpful? Bite Down, target creature you control deals damage. Nah. Herbalist? Nah. Tide Turner. Let's see, Viashino, Medallion Mudslinger. But I want that. Nah. Human Knight. I wish this was a warrior also. This is a pretty good ability. I guess no. But if I was making a Knights deck, at least I got some good solid Knights from these packs to work with, even for Commander. Choking Miasma. Put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. This is weak sauce, even for 3 mana. Valerian Geyser. Meteorite, that is definitely going into a rainbow deck. Glowstone Infusion. Shadow Prophecy, Furious Bellow, Broken Wing. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I could squeeze that in any deck. Naturalize and Disenchant are so cheap. It's just adding the extra creature with flying to destroy. Take up the shield. Nah. Impulse. That's classic. I got tons of those. Soul of Wind Grace. If I'm doing a land thing, which I'm not, I'll definitely be using that. Strength of the Coalition. This is definitely going in. Target creature you control gets +2/+2 until end of turn. The spell is kicked. Put a +1/+1 count on each creature you control. That is going into my new green white deck. Marrow. Nah. Not Territory Marrow. Urtai Scorn. Nah. Counterspell. Just play Counterspell or Mana Leak. Phyrexian Espionage. Destroy Evil. The Rager. Tortoise. Stall for Time. Academy Wall. Splatter Goblin. Splatter Goblin. This one is this one's identity is white and red. Human warrior. Enters the battlefield. Was kick, create 2/1/1 creature tokens. I might consider putting this into my Samurai Warriors deck, if only to be able to produce. Let's see, it'll cost 5 mana. This might not be a problem, but to be able to produce 3 creatures on 5 mana, that's pretty good actually. I might be able to squeeze that into my Samurai Warriors deck. I'll have to see if I can pull that off. Toxic Abomination, Green Widow, land creatures you control have flying. If I want to do an all-out land deck, I'm not interested in land decks. Fires of Victory, Chick, Smash to Dust, Rager, Lightning Strike. I'll have to look at my Italy deck. Marrier's Outrider, Vine Wall, Sleeper, Tolarian Terror. Nah. Lore Master. The Lore Master. Nah, I wouldn't want to mess with that. Let's see. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, like I said, if I'm doing a Knights deck, this would definitely be in it. Join forces to untap up to 2 target creatures and they get +2/+2. Another Hero's Heirloom. Is there any other deck that I'm playing that I'll have to think about that. I'll have to check. Soul Tender, nah. Another Scattered Essence, too specific. Gaia's Might, nah. The Phalanx, that's soldiers. Figment, can't be blocked. There we go. Wow. So there isn't much for me to do. I really didn't get much. I mean, this could go into my Italy deck. This could go into my Samurai Warriors deck. This is going into my green and white deck. That's going into my Spirit deck. Also, my green white deck. This is going into Felix. This is going into Loot. Let's see here. That's going to the green white deck. Samurai Warriors. It's gonna go into one of my multicolor. I'll see if I can squeeze. Oh wait, what's going on here? Oh, I just noticed it. No way, this came like that. Look. Oh, it came sliced. Oh man. You can see that's a cut right there from when it was being printed from the printing press. It got sliced up. Man, all right, I'm gonna have to put. I can't. No, I'll put it somewhere. That'll be safe. This is gonna go into my Samurai Warriors deck. Probably my this one probably also go into my Samurai Warriors deck. I don't know if I want to put it into my green white deck, but it is gonna go to Samurai Warriors. Okay, and this is all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will be going over to one of my rainbow decks, my Spirit deck. All right, so 3 of my decks will most likely get it's gonna benefit. Along with these 2 here. This one I said was going into Felix, and this one is going into it's gonna be the commander here, and that's going to Felix. So yeah, 6 looks like 6 decks is gonna get the benefit. Man, I didn't even notice that. Look at it, everybody. Look at right here, right there. This came all cut, man. I'm so mad. I'm mad. That's I don't want to play that card. It'll get it'll rip apart. Man, I'll just I'll put it in a sleeve. But yeah, the majority since these were all draft boosters, I just got nothing but duplicates. Lots and lots of duplicates, mostly kicker costs, which many of them might not be able to help my decks, any of my decks, because they're opposing. But I got a lot of very interesting legendary creatures, like Tatiova, and Baird, Tura. Very interesting. Hold on a second. What's Nadu? What's Nadu's color? Because I have Nadu from the Modern Horizons. He is green and blue. Ah. He's green and blue. Because I might want to build a deck around him. But I need to... I just... green and blue. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll have to see. But none of the... but other than the legendaries, a lot of these cards are not very interesting. Not very interesting at all. So that's it. That's all I got working for me is six decks here. 6 decks. All right. So yeah, a little disappointed, but not overly disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, just disappointed that I didn't get stronger cards. But I am glad that I got 8 of the 10 dual lands. I got some very interesting cards for 6 of my decks. And see what I can do to boost them up and everything. And I'm very, very upset that not only did I get two duplicate cards in 2 different packs, but I ended up getting this scarred card. This what is it? Scorch? I don't know. It damaged. It was damaged. It was damaged. So I'm sad. I'm very saddened by that. So there's the unpacking. There's the unboxing and unpacking. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, follow. You know you want to. And head on over to Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and grab yourself a copy of The Impossible Man, a strange fantasy novel written by me. You'll find the links to the books down in the description below, along with links to other merch like pins and stickers, t-shirts, music. Thank you for your patronage. Oh my gosh. So thank you all for joining me until the next unboxing. I wish you all a good night. Buenas noches, and hoy se me